sociology paper. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Awesome. So, might feel differently just based on is the typing too loud? I'm trying to think of a different way to say like gets, like how something is received, like the reception it gets. Maybe I'll just say can be received differently depending on one's socio-political background. Right now we're talking about white privilege. Let's see, Marina, you provide a wonderfully comprehensive description of white privilege. I also agree that the term white privilege is received differently depending on one's socio-political background. Ooh, 3 viewers, hello. I can't see who all 3 of you are. Comment if you wish. It's true. It's true. Calling attention to white privilege does not I'm writing a response, and then I'm writing a paper. I have to do discussions on like the discussion board. So I'm writing a response to someone's discussion, but then after that, I haven't started on my paper really yet, which is not fantastic. But I did my English essay. I did that one, but let's see, essay number 3, sociology essay. So far, I only have the outline, and the topic of the essay is discuss race and ethnicity from the chapter 3 readings. Begin by providing a discussion of how race and ethnicity are defined, how they're similar, how they're different. Define race and ethnicity, but also provide a sociological discussion on the critique of the antiquated concept of biological race and how race is a social construction. Why do we still think race is based on biology? How has the biological concept of race been used to keep specific groups of people down? What can societies like Brazil inform us about our own society when it comes to race and ethnicity? So those are the topics that I have to touch on in my paper. Might as well highlight them. Purple, because that's usually the color. Okay. Whoa. streaming. I saw an Instagram message. See, introduce the concept of race and ethnicity. Easiest way to start. So funny, there's apparently 5 people here, but you're the only one who's been commenting. Introduce the concept of race and ethnicity. So I like broke it down into like introduce the concept of race and ethnicity, describe some similarities, then, I gotta put what makes it different from ethnicity, why is it harmful and antiquated, what builds up these beliefs, why it's a social construction, like how it's been used to oppress people. I should probably mention eugenics at some point. Like the Brazilian example of race and how that contributes to like the construct thing. Then I can, because we're talking about the construct and social identification, that's a good shift into talking about ethnicity. And then I can talk about the good things about ethnicity, like the pros of ethnicity, especially that it's something that's not ascribed to you, that it's something that's generally elected. Like, my dad is Mexican, and I could very much well elect to call myself Hispanic, but I don't really, because I wasn't really immersed in that culture. But I mean, I could call myself Hispanic, I have Hispanic roots, but that's the interesting thing about ethnicity is that it's not assigned by a large group. Like, no one's looking at me and is going like, oh, you're Hispanic. It's like when you do those surveys about like race and ethnicity, they ask like if you're white, and then they ask, if you're Latino or non-Latino white. But anyways, I've been on the fence about it because it's like I don't want to disappoint my dad, because like he would totally be disappointed if I said I was not Latino or Latina. But what the fuck was that? It was a bug. Like a tiny moth. Now I'm just paranoid. There's bugs in my mouth. Am I okay? I've not been doing fantastic. But, okay. No. Awful. Why would you say that? I need to like condense these notes because they're all one stupidly large font. It would also be nice if they're on physical paper, but what the fuck? It's like not letting me select. Yeah, I feel like it just became really inconvenient to film. Where like I couldn't make sure that my daughter wasn't waking up, and to like drag all my film equipment into the office at night was just a lot. And then I tried to film at my desk, but a lot of times when I film at my desk I start crying. So I don't even have a good explanation for that one. It just kept happening, I suppose. So okay, bullet points. I don't know, it felt like the bug flew into my mouth. Like legitimately flew right now. My notes are messy. sad. My professor like gives such a general like grading, and like my teachers are talking about how they have different day jobs, and it's so sad because they're freaking professors, but they're adjunct professors, so they get paid essentially less than minimum wage for having like a full course load. And it's just awful because it's like, okay, well then I'm not learning anything because they're not actually giving me any feedback on my papers. It's not good. I want some M&Ms. Someone messaged me and said political hot takes.